Casey Rost.
Uncomfortable truths about the Seahawks, plus a reason for optimism in Week 15. That's what we're talking about here. One truth for the Seahawks, and this was inspired by Mike Salk had a column on SeattleSports.com. You can go check it out about his own kind of truths about the Seahawks now that we're through Week 14. One truth about the Seahawks, this one seems pretty obvious, Bump. We've talked about it, but they don't have an identity. Like, I think you can safely say at this point in the season, 14 weeks in, I don't know who the Seahawks are. I know who they want to be. I don't know who they are.
No, I don't. I don't know who they are. And I don't think we know who they want to be.
Yeah.
Defensively, they want to be sound. They want to fly to the football. They want to turn the ball over. Everything a defense wants to be. Offensively, I think is where you have a chance to make your identity different than anybody else, right? Because there are teams that are good at certain things. You look at the 49ers. They're great with their pre-snap motion, getting guys the football in the flats and getting a whole bunch of yak. You look at, say, like our Baltimore Ravens, right? Good at running the football, trying to throw it a bit more this year. Going to rely on Lamar to extend plays and make plays with his feet. Look at the Kansas City Chiefs. They want to throw the ball across the yard. Defensively, everyone wants to stop the run, be good against the pass, sack the quarterback, turn the football over, right? So let's look at the offense. When I look at this offense, and look at the journey that they've been on. There was a time when we looked at this offense and said, man, balanced team, right? You go back to the game against the Detroit Lions. Geno Smith throws for 328 and 2 touchdowns. You throw the ball 41 times. You rush the ball 25 times, but it felt like you did it at the right time. Balance doesn't necessarily mean it's split evenly when it comes to pass or runs, but you felt like there was some balance with this team. And then you go on a nice little run. You beat the Panthers 37-27. You got Geno throwing for 296 on them. And then you start to feel a little bit of a leak in the defense, right? Andy Dalton throws the ball 58 times, but he has 361 yards and 2 touchdowns. And you take advantage of a part in your schedule where you don't really have to be consistent on one side or the other when it comes to run, pass, and defending. But like I said yesterday, everything was preparing you for this 4 or 5 week run that these guys were on. You were hoping that at this time we knew exactly who they wanted to be or who they are, right? We know they want to run the football. They're not able to run the football at a high clip. We know that you don't want to rely on Geno to throw the ball a bunch of times, but he's found himself in situations where he has to throw the ball a bunch of times because the run isn't working. I look at this offense and I say, you could be all of that. You could be a good running team. You got 3 good backs over there, a couple good blocking tight ends. You could be a team that throws the ball. You have 3 really good receivers. Even got 1 coming off the bench. That's an undrafted free agent who could help you out. But they're not able to do anything consistently. So I'm with you. I look at this team and I go, you could be anything you want to be if you do what you're supposed to do, which is execute, which is an issue right now.
Yep.
And imagine being a play caller and you have a good game plan. You feel like you have a good game plan. And you're looking at what the defense is giving you and saying, we can exploit that. But then you're looking at the line and saying, damn, my guards are getting dominated right now. Or you're looking at your receivers and saying, man, they're not getting off of this press. Or you're looking at your quarterback and saying, he's not going through his reads. So, again, not taking pressure off the coordinators, but those are things that happen in the game that determine your identity and who you are.
From Sandy and Olympia, sorry for the snark, but the Seahawks' current identity is undisciplined chaos. Honestly, sometimes they are chaotic and they are certainly undisciplined if you want to just look at penalty numbers. So, yeah, that works. But it's about who they want to be, right? And that's certainly not who they want to be. And honestly, we talk about like Seahawks football. It'll keep you on the edge of your seat, bend but don't break. I don't even think that's who they want to be. I think a Pete Carroll team in his ideal world would much rather be dominant than not.
Yeah, dominant makes the game a lot easier.
Yeah.
That's
like
for sure.
This idea of like, oh, the Seahawks, they'll like barely win. No. When they want to be exactly the team they want to be, just like any other team in the league, when they want to be the team they want to be, it's not a team that barely gets by.
Yeah, in bare minimum, you want to be a team that at least wins the fourth quarter. In the last couple of weeks, I brought it to our attention that they're not winning the fourth quarter, right? That's why that's kind of what Pete Carroll's been leaning on. It's like, all right, guys, this is a long game. We're going to get about on offense 65 to 75 plays to fix some things. If the first 5 aren't great, don't worry, the next 10 could be good. If 25 through 30 isn't great, don't worry, 30 through 70 could be great. And that's something that he's leaned on, right, with his team when kind of building their identity and their culture. But you're getting to the fourth quarter, you're getting to play 50 through 70, and you're not getting it done. So I think that people are asking for a lot of change. I heard people fire Pete, get rid of everybody. All right, I think that's crazy talk. Finish the season, and we can talk. But I do not see Pete Carroll abandoning what he's done over the past 13 years because you are one of the most winningest franchises during that span. Do you need to adjust some things because of your personnel or the personalities that you do have? Yeah, I think so, because I couldn't tell you what their identity is. We know who they want to be, but execution is going to determine that.